Or we're always connected. Okay, I think we're good. Hello everyone. If you are waking up, if you're going to sleep, if you're driving to work, if you are just barely getting home, whatever you're doing, I'm so happy, so excited to be right now with a friend of mine that this morning had a little bit of taste of a little bit of JC Wired Fitness. So everybody knows that we're running a little bit of series on 100 days of immigrant stories. Immigrants, people that are migrated to another country, to another location for whatever purposes. They're building the audience for you. We got 6 people. We cannot see. If you can give us thumbs up or any comments, we appreciate. And by the way, before we started, our newest setup right here for the interviews.
It's neat.
It was made by this guy over here.
Wow, I just assisted.
Like, what about this? What about that? Like, he set up the entire scenery right now. Now, the promise is that we talk only for 7 minutes, 10 minutes to share a story. Actually, we were talking behind the cameras how we met about a year ago.
Yeah, 1.5 years.
1.5 years ago. Andreas, that's how you pronounce it?
Yes, Andreas.
Andreas.
It's German.
Is a German. German gentleman was born in a city called
Augsburg.
Augsburg.
It's the south.
In the south of Germany. And you've been here for about 4 years. That's
4
my
years now,
understanding.
yeah. Correct.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let him give us a little bit of introduction, overview of his full name, where he's coming from, and why in the hell he ended up in Houston, Texas.
Okay, so thanks for the pitching. So I'm Andreas Paschke. I'm like in Houston actually for my 4th year. I'm with a company here for recruiting services. So we look into international companies, also like companies to establish here in the United States, international companies, Houston companies, also like companies from Turkey, all over the world.
All over the world.
So I'm with the company for 12 years. I started out in Augsburg, did my school there, and then also like when I finished my high school, I was actually already living in Chicago, which I really like very much because Chicago is a great city as well.
It's a cool city.
A
Thank
lot
you.
of, like,
Mary, for the thumbs up.
international people. So by Houston, actually, I was thinking in the first Texas cowboys and cows. I was not really sure what would be expected.
That's what you were thinking, right?
Yes.
You're going to come to a place that's going to be nothing but cowboys and cows.
Because originally I was supposed to be starting in Atlanta.
Okay.
That was actually my startup there, but they said, okay, you'd be perfect for
Activities right here.
for Houston. So ever since I'm here, I'm enjoying like the international face and the international people, the diversity of Houston.
But before we go to Houston, before, you were born and raised in Germany.
Yes.
In Germany, in a city that you just pronounce, I cannot pronounce
Augsburg.
it. Augsburg. Did you do your schooling in that city or you went to another city? What was your growing up?
I did do my schooling in Augsburg, high school, college. I had actually like the opportunity to also study with a company, an in-house college. With my company, and then from there, like I just like traveled all over the place. Like I had friends all over like various like countries. So I was in Africa, I was in India.
Wow!
Yeah, it's various places. So because I like different cultures and I like to be working with.
And I have to testify that yes, you love other cultures.
Yes, just because you can also get a very good like insight about like where people are coming from, what people are doing in different countries. In order to understand where people are coming from, you have to go to the country.
But I want to point something out. I think the chairs aren't even. He's super tall, by the way. So I like this chair. Like I feel like I'm taller here.
Yes.
This morning at the gym, like, hey man, how's it up there? Now,
well, that's okay.
So what did you go to school for? What was your degree on?
I did study like economics,
okay,
and also like business, international business, so to say. In that particular, it was very helpful to also get the wide range on different perspectives and also like opportunities to kind of work internationally. But the main thing was really like day-to-day or daily like experiences and daily like hands-on activities in various companies. So I started like working by the age of 16.
Correct.
And then worked myself into different positions, different, like,
Since when did you start experiencing, since when did you start traveling and living abroad or experiencing being abroad?
Well,
What
like
age?
at this time there was a group of young like students, music students coming to Germany. Like it was an organization called Up with People. So we had all the international people coming to our house. We were host families,
Okay.
so to say. And I got to know a lot of people from different countries. So the only way my parents would allow me to, go see them again was like after finishing my high school. So after that, I was traveling by some areas, and I still stayed in contact with them. So that's how everything started in the beginning, and then from there, I still kept on like visiting them or like kind of traveling to them.
Yeah, keeping the feeding on the friendship and everything.
Yeah. But also like my city is very diverse. Like we have a huge we have a lot of immigrants there, a lot of Turkish and like Greek people, Italian as well. So like also in school, I was.
So you were already exposed to
Yes.
other cultures and other.
Yes. So I was growing up like in my school, like we were like going home with friends who came from a Turkish family or from a Russian family.
Okay.
So like I already experienced that. And
Well,
I'm a Polish German, so even though I don't speak the language.
Polish, German.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, since when did you start working in the industry of staffing and working with people pretty much? 'Cause that's what you do. You work with people.
So I mean, like that started actually in Chicago, where I was doing a volunteering service. So I was working at a homeless shelter.
Okay.
And,
Wow. I didn't know that. See?
we
We're all learning. You're learning. I'm learning over here too.
Woo! Yes. So the great opportunity there was homeless, like people who were refugees from various like South American countries. So we got sheltered by a Catholic worker house.
Okay.
So it was on the south of Chicago, and there was also like a job called case manager and kind of bringing people back to life.
Okay.
So I was
So
assisting.
you were
the case
exposed
manager.
to a lot.
Helping people, bridging people back to work, and that's everything started. And honestly, to say like with the company that I'm with, it's not only like just like doing like a placement. It's just like helping people to find new jobs, getting back to life, and that's why I'm here for.
Okay.
So like there, I experienced all the different cultures. I did learn some Spanish, which I will complete here in the next couple of months.
But you understand, I mean, because I've seen you understand a lot of
I'm
Spanish.
interacting. I had Latin and Greek in school, so that was pretty helpful as well. But of course, like the most recent language with Spanish here would help me also.
Okay, so I know you have some things you really want to share, and some others, they're personal.
Right.
I know work brought you to Houston, right?
Yeah.
And since you got here, what was your first? Before you came here, you already had the mentality of, okay, I want to go see only cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Only cows and cowboys and cattle and pretty much the desert. You get here and boom, totally different experience. Of course, you were coming from Chicago, which is an amazing cosmopolitan city. What have you learned from Houston and from people that live in Houston? What is the intake?
Well, the intake is very welcoming, very outgoing, very helpful. So the very first weeks that I was here, like I was already connected. It even took me a week to kind of, like get acquainted with people, kind of like, and they were very helpful to kind of introduce me to their fans, to their like network,
Correct.
So it was like different than any other city, so to say. I don't know like a lot more about the East Coast. I've heard a lot about like Boston would be even better like Houston, but I have no comparison. By now, Houston is
as far as diversity, or as far as
welcoming, and also like the character of like a lot of different cultures. So like I haven't experienced that, but for now, Houston is the spot. Like
Perfect. So I mean, this is a trend of 100 days or. It doesn't have to be all the same single day,
Yeah.
But I'm keeping my promise to show successful people that are coming, or like me, coming from another country, to bring in value.
Right.
Also, so because we are bringing value and we're paying our dues to be here. As a matter of fact, we're not going to turn this into a politician talk or any religious phase, but we want to share that we are impacting and we're contributing and benefit from a community.
Right, and that's what happens here. Like I'm very thankful for all the help that people did, like support us. And also, like I also was able to connect people already after a week. I knew already the first people to kind of have other people to get connected. So it was a great asset to everything.
And also, I mean, I'm gonna bring this up for a second. A lot of Germans I'm Colombian, and there's a reputation in the state of Colombia of the narcos, and also there's a reputation for the Germans.
Yeah,
and
very very strict, very like up to date, and of course I'm that too. But of course I also have the temper of meeting like more cultures, getting to know the culture, getting to know like.
And it's funny to say this because of the stigma that a lot of people do have of the, let's say, Adolf Hitler back in the day, many years ago. There's still some sort of stigma right there, like I'm Colombian, and there's still people think that we're all drug dealers in Colombia when we're not drug dealers.
Well,
most of us are not. There's still pretty sure there's still some. But when I came to Germany, the experience that I've had in Germany a couple of times has been the most welcoming people I've ever met, and most also diverse, speaking different languages and interested in different cultures. So I really appreciate your country very much. We promise to keep it short, but two things, because this is 6 minutes to 10 minutes, a short story of somebody German, born and raised. Yeah. How often did you go to Germany?
I go like 4 times.
So how's your German?
Well, it's okay. Like the first week I'm there, I really wish to come back. So to say, because I have my friends here, I have my life here.
So you're using a lot of English.
Yeah.
How often do you use your German in the daily basis? With
well,
your family or
the character of our work, talking also to a lot of German companies.
Okay.
So you use into some German, of course. But I'm trying to improve my English on a daily basis, so I'm not there yet. So there's things to kind of
A lot of our audience, we got friends, clients, family, neighbors, acquaintances from all over the place. What message can you give us today as far as somebody who probably is thinking to move to another country? I know we got Joseph right now, and he would love to move to Colombia. I know he just got back from Colombia, so welcome Joseph to our interview.
Nice.
I'm thinking of you. What message do you have for that person, that girl, that guy, the family that said, I would like to move to another country for whatever reason?
Well, I would most definitely go check it out first, and then maybe talk to local people there, good places to go. What helped me in the beginning was Agora here. Quite honestly, I don't want to make a commercial here right now, but
why not?
Going into a local coffee shop, getting acquainted, kind of ask people how do you like the country here personally. Then also maybe stay there at least 2 weeks to kind of get the inside of the country itself. Also maybe talking to the agencies, how easy it would be to get a job, these kind of things. Kind of create a set list to kind of work a set list down or checklist, so to say, so that you can know if this is the right country.
Is the right place for you to come.
And getting the most insight that you can catch out of the time that you will be in the country yourself. Yeah.
Jessica, we'll keep comments. We'll get comments from you as well, Jessica, because she has lived all over the world.
Now to come here right now.
She moved to New York City now. She was here. She moved to New York City. So I'm disclosing information here. Joseph coming from Colombia. Jessica coming from New York City. Before we go, I want to put you in the spotlight. I got friends right here.
Okay. From
Germany, from Austria, from Croatia, from countries that they speak German.
Right.
So I would love for you, very briefly, to tell them something about Houston in German, because I know they're watching.
Okay.
In German.
Okay.
And then, whatever he says.
Ja, also Houston ist eine super Stadt. Hier könnt ihr viel erleben, sehr viele Kulturen, sehr viele Festivals, sehr viele Möglichkeiten, hier eben auch lange zu bleiben. Tolles Wetter. Kaum Regen, aber wenn es regnet natürlich umso mehr. Kommt einfach zu Besuch. Ich zeige euch gerne die Stadt. Insofern, feel free to come at any time.
Understood, right? So that was our German American staying, in Houston, Texas, because he's now living in Houston for the last 4 years. I'm pretty sure you're already somehow very Texan, and you've been told that when you're back home.
Yeah, that's true.
Haven't you?
I go in my boots.
Look, I got these boots right here.
No, not now, but sometimes because winter, it's good to wear warm boots. Of course, you have to pay attention of the snow and so on.
Cool, that's a good strategy. Yeah. People love Texas all over the world. I have to admit that. So, Anders, thank you so much for taking me. I'm making pay because this morning I said I will train you at the gym, But if you come to one of my interviews, what is this interview about? What is this going on?
Well, yeah, it was great.
So thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you so much. If you want to visit his city, you know, make a comment right here. We'll make sure that we'll link some of the comments. We'll respond to everybody. If you think that this interview has any value to you or to any of your friends, please share it, like it. Any comments, we'll appreciate it. We're also doing our daily YouTube right here on this camera. So we're not directing to you because we're doing the interview for Facebook Live. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the appreciation. We're going to go now and we're going to see international people.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.